Hey, good morning. This is Bob from Trade Genius, the 5th of October, and I titled this report, "The Fed Has Released Hell on Earth." You know, the Fed has been playing a pretty clever game. They've been, when I mean the Fed, I'm talking about world central bankers together. I'll just call it the Fed and make it simple for me. Is that what they have done is they've used their balance sheets to buy the assets to create a an illusion of prosperity, and also to raise the assets that are most exposed to the bank's balance sheets, and therefore protecting the banks and also allowing the banks to profit from that stock trading, bond buying, speculation in homes, things of that nature. And then they've been suppressing the commodity index, and so, but strange thing happened starting this year. The commodities were starting to not go down anymore, and but the indexes kept pushing higher because they've now created record levels of stock volatility calmness, basically using the robots against themselves to create an environment that looks less risky. And since these beings aren't sentient and they have no fear, they're just a mathematical abstract. And until that changes, nothing changes. But today, everything shot up except for gold and silver. And let me show you. And I just think, we have right now the average inflation for things people buy has been going up about 7% a year. And then incomes have been going up 1 to 2% a year in general. And then healthcare costs are going to go up another double digit this year. And now everything that goes into input pricing into the system is rocketing up today. And I'm just going to flip through these as I go through them. And it's just going to create hell on earth. We're going to have prices going up. People can't afford it. So two things are going to happen, or a combination of the two. Sales are going to fall because people simply don't have the money or the credit. Number one. Number two, the companies are going to eat it and their profits are going to fall. So either they're going to make it even more out of balance in terms of PE ratio, or there's going to be a recognition event and you're going to see commodity prices squirting out because the bank balance sheets are going to continue to grow, or prices are going to fall at for stocks, or you're going to get both. But they're going to definitely converge. We're at record divergence between the two. So let me just blast through and you see, and I'm going high to low on daily gains, so you can just see them all. So oil up, copper up, oil sand up, gasoline up, uranium up, coffee up, lithium up, soybeans up, sugar up, rare earths up, agricultural commodities up, grains up, corn up, metal miner index up. And the reason why it's not up more is because gold and silver and some miners, gold and silver miners, are actually down today. Not all. Steel up. I think I covered it all. Natural gas up. It was up more. It's going to be up huge next week because they're going to shut down some of the platforms, and the draw is going to be even further next week, and the demand is going to be higher. Frost is coming into the Midwest. Like I said, wheat up. And silver's even up. What do you know? Okay, glad that's up. I own that. And we talked uranium. So you see my point. And so one or two things happening. People are getting into this stuff now, and they're going to roll over the market. or we're going to have a blow off like we did in 2007, 2008, and it's going to precipitate a 40 to 60% crash in the stock market. So, you know, it's just been impossible to short the market, as you know, but people do the next best thing. They're now moving into undervalued assets, and at some point they're going to move out of the overvalued assets. So you might want to jump on board anything commodity related. You know, the index between the global commodities and the S&P is below the 2007 peak, which was better than the 2000 peak divergence, and it's going to pretend probably a stock market correction greater than 50% when it breaks. But you don't have to wait for it. You buy that and beginning to start shorting the index, but go long commodities because this toothpaste tube is going to come out in a hurry. So anyways, Bob from Trade Genius, I thought I'd share that with you. Blew me away. And hey, just to let you guys know too, on Saturday, 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific time, Phil and I are going to do a joint call together. We're going to live stream it. The theme this week's going to be cryptocurrencies, but it's going to be usually every week's going to be something a little bit different. Some really interesting things are happening in that space. You know, we've been pounding the table on it. It's free. You're welcome to join, ask any questions that you want. And we're going to do it every Saturday that Phil and I are around and in town, and just kind of do a wrap up for the week. So you are welcome to join us. It'd be YouTube Trade Genius channel, the one you're listening to now. Thanks. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.